Welcome back to Footnotes and Folly, and to Love's Labours Lost. I am Pemberton. This is part 2, and the broken oaths come comically home to roost. Every one of these solemn scholars is now secretly in love, and secretly scribbling verses, and thanks to a clown with 2 letters and a poor sense of direction, the wrong poems keep landing in the wrong hands. It all builds to one of the funniest scenes Shakespeare ever wrote: Berowne hidden up a tree, watching the king creep out to read a love sonnet aloud, then a second lord, then a third, each spying on the last, and each calling the others hypocrites, until Berowne springs down to scold them all, and is exposed in the same breath by a letter of his own. With nothing left to hide, the 4 young men give up the pretense, and Berowne spins them a glorious argument that studying women's eyes is the only learning worth the name. Let us go on.
Armado the braggart enters with Moth, his boy. Sing, child, make my hearing feel passion. Come, Colino. Sweet tune. Go, tender youth, take this key, set the rustic free, and bring him here quickly. I must use him to carry a letter to my love. Master, will you win your love with a French dance? What do you mean? Quarreling in French? No, my accomplished master. I mean jig a tune on the tip of your tongue, dance the canary with your feet, season it by rolling up your eyes, sigh one note and sing the next, sometimes through the throat, as if you swallowed love while singing of love, sometimes through the nose, as if you sniffed up love by smelling love. Keep your hat like a roof over the shop window of your eyes, cross your arms over your thin, belted doublet like a rabbit on a spit, or put your hands in your pockets like a figure in some old painting, and never stay too long in one tune, but snip and away. These are the fashionable graces, these are the poses. They betray delicate girls who would be betrayed even without them, and make the men who use them men of note. Do you note me? Most women are taken with these tricks. How did you buy such experience? With my pennyworth of watching. But oh, the hobby horse is forgotten. Do you call my love a hobby horse? No, master. The hobby horse is only a colt, and your love perhaps is a common riding horse. But have you forgotten your love? I almost had. Careless student. Learn her by heart. By heart and in heart, boy. And out of heart too, master. I can prove all 3. What will you prove? A man if I live, and this matter of by in and out this very instant. By heart you love her, because your heart cannot get by her. In heart you love her, because your heart is in love with her. And out of heart you love her, because you are disheartened that you cannot enjoy her. I am all 3. 3 times as much besides, and still nothing at all. Fetch the rustic here. He must carry a letter for me. A message well matched, a horse's ambassador for an ass. Ha ha! What are you saying? Why, sir, you must send the ass upon the horse, because the ass walks very slowly. But I am going. The way is short. Away. As swift as lead, sir. What is your meaning, pretty wit? Is lead not a metal heavy, dull, and slow? Minim, honest master, or rather, master, no. I say lead is slow. You are too quick, sir, to say so. Is the lead slow when it is fired from a gun? Sweet smoke of rhetoric. He treats me as a cannon, and the bullet that is he. I shoot you toward the rustic. Then bang, and I fly. Moth exits. A most sharp young fellow, quick of tongue and full of grace. By your favor, sweet sky, I must sigh into your face. Most rude melancholy, valor gives way to you. My herald has returned. Moth returns with Costard. A marvel, master. Here is a Costard broken in a shin. Some puzzle, some riddle. Come, begin your l'envoi. No egg, ma, no riddle, no l'envoi, no salve in the mail, sir. Oh, sir, plantain, plain plantain. No l'envoi, no salve, sir, only plantain. By virtue, you force me to laugh. Your simple thought strikes my spleen. The heaving of my lungs provokes me into ridiculous smiling. Oh, pardon me, my stars. Does this thoughtless fellow take salve for a l'envoi, and the word l'envoi for a salve? Do wise men think them different? Is not a l'envoi a salve? No, page. It is an epilogue, a little speech to make plain some obscure matter that has been said before. I will give an example. The fox, the ape, and the humble bee were still at odds, being but 3. There is the moral. Now the l'envoi. I will add the l'envoi. Say the moral again. The fox, the ape, and the humble bee were still at odds, being but 3. Until the goose came out of door, and stopped the quarrel by making 4. Now I will begin your moral, and you follow with my l'envoi. The fox, the ape, and the humble bee were still at odds, being but 3. Until the goose came out of door, stopping the quarrel by making 4. A good l'envoi ending in the goose. Would you desire more? The boy has sold him a bargain, a goose that is plain. Sir, your pennyworth is good if your goose is fat. To sell a bargain well is as clever as fast and loose. Let me see. A fat l'envoi, yes, that is a fat goose. Come here, come here. How did this argument begin? By saying that a Costard was broken in a shin. Then you called for the l'envoi. True, and I called for plantain. That is how your argument came in. Then came the boy's fat l'envoi, the goose you bought, and he closed the market. But tell me, how was there a Costard broken in a shin? I will tell you in a way that makes sense. You have no feeling of it, Moth. I will speak that l'envoy myself, I Costard, running out, who was safe inside, tripped over the threshold and broke my shin. We will speak no more of this matter, until there is more matter in the shin. Sir Costard, I will enfranchise you. Oh, marry me to one Francis. I smell some l'envoy, some goose in this. By my sweet soul, I mean setting you at liberty, freeing your person. You are imprisoned, restrained, captured, bound. True, true, and now you will purge me and let me loose. I give you your liberty, release you from confinement, and in exchange lay nothing on you except this. Carry this important paper to the country maid Jaquenetta. There is payment. The best guard of my honor is rewarding my dependents. Moth follow. Armado gives Costard a letter and money, then exits. Like the sequel, so do I. Signor Costard, farewell. Moth exits. My sweet ounce of man's flesh, my charming little Jew. Now I will look to his remuneration. Remuneration! Oh, that is the Latin word for 3 farthings. 3 farthings, remuneration. What is the price of this ribbon? 1 penny. No, I will give you a remuneration. Why, the word carries it. Remuneration. It is a finer name than French crown. I will never buy and sell outside this word again. Berowne enters. My good knave Costard, exceedingly well met. Pray you, sir, how much carnation ribbon may a man buy for a remuneration? What is a remuneration? Why, sir, halfpenny farthing. Then 3 farthings worth of silk. I thank your worship. God be with you. Stay, slave. I must use you. If you want to win my favor, good knave, do one thing for me that I shall ask. When would you have it done, sir? This afternoon. Well, I will do it, sir. Fare you well. You do not know what it is. I shall know, sir, when I have done it. Why, villain, you must know first. I will come to your worship tomorrow morning. It must be done this afternoon. Listen, slave, it is only this. The princess comes to hunt here in the park, and in her train there is a gentle lady. When tongues speak sweetly, they speak her name, and they call her Rosaline. Ask for her, and into her white hand commend the sealed counsel. There is your reward. Go. Berowne gives Costard money. Garden. Oh, sweet garden. Better than remuneration. 11 farthing better. Most sweet garden. I will do it, sir, exactly in print. Garden. Remuneration. Costard exits. And I indeed in love. I who have been love's whip, a very officer to arrest every affected sigh, a critic, no, a night watch constable, a domineering schoolmaster over that boy, that so magnificent creature, though no mortal is so grand. That veil, whining, half-blind, headstrong boy, that Signor Junior, giant, dwarf Dan Cupid, ruler of love rhymes, lord of folded arms, anointed sovereign of sighs and groans, master of all idlers and malcontents, dread prince of petticoats, king of codpieces, sole emperor and great general of trotting officers. Oh, my little heart! And I must be a corporal in his army, and wear his colours like a tumbler's hoop. What? I love? I beg. I seek a wife. A woman who is like a German clock, always being repaired, always out of order, and never going right. A watch that only goes right when it is watched. Worse still, I must be perjured, and among 3, love the worst of all, a pale wanton with a velvet brow, with 2 black balls stuck in her face for eyes. Yes, and by heaven, one who would do the deed though Argus were her eunuch and her guard. And I must sigh for her, watch for her, pray for her. Come now, this is a plague Cupid lays on me for neglecting his almighty, dreadful little power. Well, I will love, right, sigh, pray, plead, and groan. Some men must love my lady, and some must love Joan. Berowne exits. The princess enters in the King of Navarre's park with a forester, Rosaline, Maria, Catherine, Boyet, and other lords. Was that the king who spurred his horse so hard up the steep rise of the hill? I do not know, but I think it was not he. Whoever he was, he showed a mind eager to climb. Well, lords, today our business will be settled. On Saturday we will return to France. Now, forester, my friend, where is the thicket where we must stand and play the murderer? Close by, on the edge of that coppice, there is a stand where you may make the fairest shot. I thank my beauty then, for I am fair enough to shoot, and on that ground you speak of the fairest shot. Pardon me, madam, I did not mean it so. What? First praise me and then take it back? Oh, short-lived pride. Not fair? Alas, what sorrow. Yes, madam, fair. No, do not paint me over now. Where fairness is not, praise cannot mend the face. Here, good mirror of truth, take this for speaking honestly. She gives him money. Fair payment for ugly words is more than due. Nothing but fairness is what you have inherited. See, my beauty will be rescued by my generosity. What heresy against beauty fit for these times? A giving hand, though ugly, shall be praised as fair. But come the bow. Now, mercy goes out to kill, and shooting well is then counted ill. This is how I will save my credit in the shot. If I do not wound, pity would not let me do it. If I do wound, it was to show my skill, more for praise than from any purpose to kill. And without question it is sometimes so. Glory grows guilty of hateful crimes when, for fame's sake, for praise, for an outward show, we bend the work of the heart toward that end. just as I, for praise alone, now seek to spill the poor dear's blood, though my heart means no harm. Do not sharp-tongued wives hold that same sovereignty only for praise's sake when they strive to be lords over their lords? Only for praise, and praise we may give to any lady who subdues a lord. Costard enters. Here comes a member of the Commonwealth. God give you good evening all. Please, which one is the head lady? You shall know her, fellow, by seeing that the rest have no heads. Which is the greatest lady, the highest? The thickest and the tallest. The thickest and the tallest. So it is, truth is truth. If your waist, mistress, were as slender as my wit, one of these maids' girdles would fit it. Are you not the chief woman? You are the thickest here. What is your business, sir? What is your business? I have a letter from Monsieur Berowne to one Lady Rosaline. Oh, your letter, your letter. He is a good friend of mine. Stand aside, good bearer. Wait, you know how to carve. Open up this capon. I am bound to serve. This letter has gone astray. It concerns no one here. It is written to Jaquenetta. We will read it, I swear. Break the neck of the wax seal, and everyone listen. By heaven, that you are fair is beyond doubt, that you are beautiful is true, that you are lovely is truth itself. More fair than fair, more beautiful than beauty, more true than truth itself, have pity on your heroic servant. The great-hearted and most illustrious King Cophetua set his eyes upon the dangerous and undeniable beggar Zinalofin, and he was the man who might rightly say, I came, I saw, I conquered, which, to translate into the common tongue, O low and obscure common tongue, means this: he came, saw, and overcame. He came 1, saw 2, overcame 3. Who came? The king. Why did he come? To see. Why did he see? To overcome. To whom did he come? To the beggar. What did he see? The beggar. Whom did he overcome? The beggar. The conclusion is victory. On whose side? The king's. The captive is enriched. On whose side? The beggar's. The outcome is a marriage. On whose side? The king's? No, on both in one, or one in both. I am the king, for so the comparison stands. You are the beggar, as your lowliness proves. Shall I command your love? I may. Shall I force your love? I could. Shall I beg for your love? I will. What shall you exchange for rags? Robes. For trifles? Titles. For yourself? Me. So, while expecting your reply, I profane my lips upon your foot, my eyes upon your picture, and my heart upon every part of you. Yours in the dearest design of service, Don Adriano de Armado. So you hear the Nemean lion roar against you, lamb, who stand as his prey. Fall humbly before his princely feet, and he will turn from feeding to play. But if you struggle, poor soul, what are you then? Food for his rage, a meal for his den. What plume of feathers wrote this letter? What weather vane? What cock on a steeple? Did you ever hear better? Unless I am much mistaken, I remember the style. Otherwise your memory is bad, since you just went over it a moment ago. This Armado is a Spaniard who stays here at court, a fantastical fellow, a monarcho, and one who makes sport for the prince and his bookfellows. You fellow, a word. Who gave you this letter? I told you, my lord. To whom were you to give it? From my lord to my lady. From which lord to which lady? From my lord Berowne, a good master of mine, to a lady of France that he called Rosaline. You have mistaken his letter. Come, lords, away. Here, sweet, put this away, it will be yours another day. I'll leave except Boyet, Rosaline, Maria, and Costard. Who is the shooter? Who is the shooter? Shall I teach you to know? Yes, my continent of beauty. Why, the one who carries the bow. Neatly put off. My lady goes to kill horns, but if you marry, hang me by the neck if horns fail to appear that year. Neatly put on. Well then, I am the shooter. And who is your dear? If we choose by the horns, do not come near yourself. Neatly put on indeed. You keep sparring with her, Boyet, and she strikes at the forehead. But she herself is hit lower down. Have I hit her now? Shall I come at you with an old saying, one that was already a man, when King Pepin of France was a little boy, as touching the matter of hitting it? So long as I may answer you with one just as old, one that was already a woman when Queen Guinevere of Britain was a little girl, as touching the matter of hitting it. You cannot hit it, you cannot hit it, my good man. And if I cannot, if I cannot, another can. Rosaline exits. By my truth, most pleasant. How well they both fitted it. A mark marvellously well shot, for they both hit it. A mark. Oh, mark that mark. A mark, says my lady. Let the mark have a point in it to aim at if it can. White of the bow hand. In faith, your hand is out. Indeed, he must shoot nearer, or he will never hit the target. And if my hand is out, then likely your hand is in. Then she will win the final shot by splitting the pin. Come, you talk greasily, your lips grow foul. She is too hard for you at pricks, sir. Challenge her to bowl. I fear too much rubbing. Good night, my good owl. Boyet and Maria exit. By my soul, what a swain, what a simple clown. Lord, how the ladies and I have put him down. By my truth, most sweet jests, most fine common wit, when it comes off so smoothly, so obscenely, as it were, so fit. Armado, on one side, Oh, a most dainty man! To see him walk before a lady and carry her fan! To see him kiss his hand, and how most sweetly he will swear! And his page on the other side, that handful of wit! Ah, heavens, he is a most pathetic little nit! A shout is heard within. Sola, sola! Costard exits. Enters with Holofernes the schoolmaster, Nathaniel the curate, and the pedant. A very respectable bit of sport, truly, and carried out with a clean conscience. The deer, as you know, was sanguis and blood, full ripe as a palm-water apple, which now hangs like a jewel in the ear of Calo, the sky, the welkin, the heaven, and soon falls like a crab-apple upon the face of Terra, the soil, the land, the earth. Truly, Master Holofernes, your descriptions are sweetly varied, like a scholar's at the very least. But, sir, I assure you it was a buck of the first head. Sir Nathaniel, Hod Credo, I do not believe it. It was not an old grey doe, it was a pricket. A most barbarous statement. Yet there is a kind of insinuation in it, as it were, by way of explanation. Facera, as it were, a reply, or rather ostentare, to show, as it were, his inclination, after his rough, unpolished, uneducated, unpruned, untrained, or rather unlettered, or most rather unconfirmed fashion, to put forward again my Hod Credo concerning the deer. I said the deer was not an old grey doe, it was a pricket. Twice, boiled simplicity, biscoctus. O monster ignorance, how ugly you look! Sir, he has never fed on the delicacies that come from a book. He has not eaten paper, as it were, he has not drunk ink. His understanding is not filled up, he is only an animal, sensitive only in the duller parts. And barren plants like this are set before us so that we may be thankful, we who have taste and feeling, for those parts that bear more fruit in us than in him. For as it would ill suit me to be vain, foolish, or a clown, so it would be a patch sewn on to learning to see him in a school. But omni bene, all is well, say I, following the mind of an old father. Many can endure the weather who do not love the wind. You too are bookmen. Can your wits tell me this? What was a month old at Cain's birth, and still is not 5 weeks old yet? Dictina, Goodman Dull. Dictina, Goodman Dull. What is dictina? A title for Phoebe, for Luna, for the moon. The moon was a month old when Adam was no more, and had not reached 5 weeks when he reached 50. The illusion holds in the exchange. It is true indeed. The collusion holds in the exchange. God comfort your capacity. I say the illusion holds in the exchange. And I say the pollution holds in the exchange, for the moon is never anything but a month old, and I say besides that it was a pricket the princess killed. Sir Nathaniel, will you hear an improvised epitaph on the death of the deer? And to humour the ignorant, I shall call the deer the princess killed a pricket. Purge, good Master Holofernes, proceed, so long as it pleases you to cast off vulgarity. I will lean somewhat on the letter, for it shows ease of invention. The prayful princess pierced and pricked a pretty pleasing pricket, some say a sore, but not a sore till now made sore by shooting. The dogs cried out, put L to sore, then sorrel leaps from the thicket, or pricket sore, or else sorrel, the people fall to hooting. If sore is sore, then L added to sore makes 50 sores in sorrel. Of one sore I make 100, by adding only one more L. A rare talent. If a talent is a claw, see how he claws him with a talent. This is a gift I have, simple, simple, a foolish, extravagant spirit, full of forms, figures, shapes, objects, ideas, perceptions, motions, revolutions. These are begotten in the chamber of memory, nourished in the womb of the Pia Mater, and delivered when occasion ripens. But the gift is good in those in whom it is sharp, and I am thankful for it. Sir, I praise the Lord for you, and so may my parishioners, for their sons are well taught by you, and their daughters profit very greatly under you. You are a good member of the Commonwealth. Miracle! If their sons are clever, they shall lack no instruction. If their daughters are capable, I will put learning into them. But vers sapit qui poco loquitur, the wise man speaks few words. Feminine soul greets us. Jaquenetta and Costard enter. God give you good morning, Master Person. Master Person, as if to say pierce one. And if one should be pierced, which one is it? Why, Master Schoolmaster, the one that is most like a hogshead barrel. Of piercing a hogshead. A good gleam of wit or conceit in a clod of earth, fire enough for a flint, pearl enough for a swine. It is pretty, it is well. Good Master Parson, be so good as to read me this letter. Costard gave it to me, and it was sent to me from Don Armado. I beg you read it. She gives Nathaniel a letter. Vos precor, gelida quando pecus omni subumber ruminat, and so forth. Ah, good old Mantuan, I may speak of you as the traveller speaks of Venice. Venetia, Venetia, kai non tai vid, non tai praetia. Old Mantuan. Whoever does not understand you does not love you. At risol le mai fa. Begging your pardon, sir, what are the contents? Or rather, as Horace says in his, what, my soul, are they verses? Yes, sir, and very learned ones. Let me hear a stanza, a verse. Liege Dumaine, read, sir. If love makes me break my oath, how shall I swear to love? Ah, no faith could ever hold firm unless it were vowed to beauty. Though I am forsworn to myself, I will prove faithful to you. Those thoughts that were oaks to me bend like willows before you. Study turns from its proper course and makes your eyes its book, where all the pleasures live that art would try to grasp. If knowledge is the goal, then knowing you is enough. Well earned is the tongue that can praise you well, Ignorant is the soul that sees you without wonder. That gives some praise to me, since I admire every part of you. Your eye carries Jove's lightning. Your voice is dreadful thunder, which when not bent toward anger is music and sweet fire. Heavenly as you are, O pardon love this wrong, that it sings heaven's praise with such an earthly tongue. You do not find the apostrophe, and so you miss the accent. Let me examine the little song myself. Here the meter is properly counted, but as for elegance, ease, and the golden cadence of poetry, it lacks them. Ovidius Naso was the man. And why indeed was he called Naso, unless because he could smell out the fragrant flowers of fancy, the flashes of invention? Imitation is nothing. The hound imitates his master, the ape his keeper, the tired horse his rider. But Demoiselle Virgin, was this addressed to you? Yes, sir, from one Monsieur Berowne, one of the strange queen's lords. I will glance over the address, to the snow-white hand of the most beauteous Lady Rosaline. I will look again at the meaning of the letter, to see who writes, and to whom it is written. Your ladyship's in all desired employment, Berowne. Sir Nathaniel, this Berowne is one of the vow makers with the king, and here he has written a letter to an attendant of the stranger queen, which by accident, or in the course of its progress, has gone astray. Trip and go, my sweet, deliver this paper into the royal hand of the king. It may matter greatly. Do not stay to make compliments. I excuse your ceremony. Farewell. Good Costard, go with me. Sir, God save your life. I am with you, my girl. Costard and Jaquenetta exit. Sir, you have done this in the fear of God, very religiously, and as a certain father says. Sir, do not tell me of the father. I fear plausible pretenses. But to return to the verses, did they please you, Sir Nathaniel? Marvellously well, for the pen that wrote them. I am dining today at the father of a certain pupil of mine. If, before the meal, it pleases you to honor the table with a grace, I will, by the privilege I have with the parents of the aforesaid child or pupil, undertake your welcome there, and at that place I will prove those verses to be very unlearned, tasting neither of poetry, wit, nor invention. I beg your company. And I thank you too, for society, says the text, is the happiness of life. And certainly the text concludes that most infallibly. Sir, I invite you too. You shall not say no to me. Poca verba, few words. Away. The gentlefolk are at their game, and we will go to our recreation. They exit. Berowne enters alone, holding a paper. The king is hunting deer, I am hunting myself. They have set a net for game, I am caught in a tar pit of love pitch that stains. Stains. What an ugly word. Well, sit down, sorrow, as the fool said, and so say I, being the fool. Good proof, wit. By the Lord, this love is as mad as Ajax. It kills sheep, and it kills me, who am a sheep. Good proof again on my side. I will not love. If I do, hang me. In faith, I will not. Oh, but her eye. By this light, except for her eye, I would not love her, yes, for her 2 eyes. Well, I do nothing in the world but lie, and lie in my throat. By heaven, I do love, and love has taught me to rhyme and to be melancholy. Here is part of my rhyme, and here my melancholy. She already has one of my sonnets. The clown carried it, the fool sent it, and the lady has it. Sweet clown, sweeter fool, sweetest lady. By the world, I would not care a pin if the other 3 were caught too. Here comes one with a paper. God give him grace to groan. Berowne stands aside. The king enters with a paper. Ah me! Hit by heaven! Go on, sweet Cupid, you have thumped him with your little bird bolt under the left breast. In faith, secrets! The golden sun does not give so sweet a kiss to the fresh morning drops upon the rose as your eye-beams give when their new rays strike the night of dew that flows down my cheeks. Nor does the silver moon shine half so bright through the clear breast of the sea as your face shines through my tears. You shine in every tear I weep. Every drop is a coach that carries you, so you ride triumphing in my sorrow. Only look at the tears that swell in me, and they will show your glory through my grief. But do not fall in love with yourself, then you will keep my tears for mirrors, and still make me weep. O Queen of Queens, how far you excel, no thought can think, no mortal tongue can tell. How shall she know my grief? I will drop the paper. Sweet leaves shade my folly. Who comes here? What, Longaville in reading? Listen here. The king steps aside. Longaville enters with a paper. Now, in your likeness, let one more fool appear. Me. I am forsworn. Why, he comes in like a perjurer wearing papers. In love, I hope. Sweet fellowship in shame. One drunkard loves another with the same name. Am I the first who has been perjured so? I could comfort you, not by 2 that I know. You complete the 3-man company, the corner cap of society, the shape of love's gallows where simplicity is hanged. I fear these stubborn lines have no power to move her. O sweet Maria, empress of my love, I will tear up these verses and write in prose. Oh, rhymes are the garters on wanton Cupid's hose. Do not ruin his outfit. This one shall go. Did not the heavenly persuasion of your eye, against which the whole world cannot argue, persuade my heart to this false perjury? Vows broken for you deserve no punishment. I swore off women, but I will prove that, since you are a goddess, I did not swear off you. My vow was earthly, you are a heavenly love. Gaining your grace cures every disgrace in me. Vows are only breath, and breath is vapor. Then you fair sun who shine upon my earth, draw up this vapor vow. It belongs to you. If it is broken, then the fault is not mine, and if I broke it myself, what fool is not wise enough to lose an oath to win paradise? This is the lover's vein, which turns flesh into a deity, a green goose into a goddess. Pure, pure idolatry. God amend us, God amend us. We are far out of the way. By whom shall I send this? Company. Stay. Longaville steps aside. Dumaine enters with a paper. All hidden, like an old children's game. Like a demigod I sit here in the sky and carefully overlook these wretched fools' secrets. More grain for the mill. Oh heavens, I have my wish. Dumaine transformed. 4 woodcocks in 1 dish. O most divine Kate. O most profane idiot. By heaven, she is a wonder in a mortal eye. By earth, she is only bodily flesh. There you lie. Her amber hair makes amber itself seem foul. An amber-colored raven would be well observed. As upright as the cedar. Stooping, I say. Her shoulder is swollen out. As fair as day. Yes, as some days are, but then no sun must shine. Oh, that I had my wish. And I had mine. And I mine too, good Lord. Amen, and so had I mine. Had not a good word? I would forget her, but like a fever she reigns in my blood, and will be remembered. A fever in your blood? Then cutting a vein would let her out into basins. Sweet misunderstanding. Once more I will read the ode I have written. Once more I will note how love can alter wit. One day, alas the day, love, whose month is always May, saw a blossom passing fair, playing in the restless air. Through the velvet leaves the wind, all unseen, can find a passage, so the lover, sick to death, wished himself to be heaven's breath. Air, he said, you may blow on her cheeks, ere would I might triumph so. But alas, my hand is sworn never to pluck you from your thorn. A vow, alas, is unfit for youth so eager to pluck a sweetness. Do not call it sin in me that I am forsworn for you, you for whom Jove would swear Juno was only an Ethiop, and would deny himself as Jove, turning mortal for your love. This I will send, and something else more plain, to express the fasting pain of my true love. Oh, would the king Berowne and Longaville were lovers too! Bad example set beside bad deed would wipe the mark of perjury from my forehead, for no one offends where all alike are doting. Dumaine, your love is far from charity, since in love's grief you desire company. You may look pale, but I should blush, I know, to be overheard and caught napping so. Come, sir, you blush. Your case is the same as his. You scold him while offending twice as much. You do not love Maria? Longaville never composed a sonnet for her sake, nor ever laid his folded arms across his loving breast to hold down his heart. I have been closely hidden in this bush, and watched you both, and blushed for you both. I heard your guilty rhymes, observed your manners, saw sighs steam from you, and noted well your passion. Ah me, says one. Oh Jove, the other cries. One says her hair was gold, the other says her eyes were crystal. You, Longaville, would break faith and truth for paradise, and you, Dumaine, say Jove would break an oath for your love. What will Berowne say when he hears that faith is broken which was sworn with such seal? How he will scorn, how he will spend his wit. How he will triumph, leap, and laugh at it. For all the wealth I ever saw, I would not have him know so much about me. Now I step out to whip hypocrisy. Ah, good my liege, I pray you pardon me. Good heart, what grace have you to reproach these worms for loving, when you are most in love yourself? Your eyes make no coaches, in your tears no certain princess appears. You will not be perjured, it is a hateful thing. Tush, none but minstrels care for sonnet making. But are you not ashamed? No, are you not all 3 of you to be so far overthrown? You found his speck, the king saw your speck, but I find a beam in each of the 3. Oh, what a scene of foolery I have seen, sighs, groans, sorrow, and grief. Oh me, with what strict patience have I sat to see a king transformed into a gnat, to see great Hercules whipping a spinning top, deep Solomon tuning a jig, Nestor playing push pin with boys, and sharp Timon laughing at idle toys. Where lies your grief? Oh, tell me, good Dumaine, and gentle Longaville, where lies your pain? And where is my lees? All about the breast? Bring warm broth, ho! Your joke is too sharp. Are we exposed like this for you to look down on us? Not you by me, I am the one betrayed by you. I, honest as I am, I who counted a sin to break the vow I have sworn. I am betrayed by keeping company with men like you, men of such unsteady faith. When will you ever see me write anything in rhyme? Or groan for Joan? Or waste 1 minute trimming and preening myself? When will you hear me praise a hand, a foot, a face, an eye, a walk, a bearing, a brow, a breast, a waist, a leg, a limb? Softly. Where are you racing so fast? Is it an honest man or a thief that gallops so? I am fleeing from love. Good lover, let me go. Jaquenetta enters with a letter, and Costard with her. God bless the king. What have you brought there? Some certain treason. What is treason doing here? Why, it is doing nothing, sir. If it spoils nothing either, then treason, and you may go away together in peace. I beg your grace, let this letter be read. Our own person suspects it, he said it was treason. Berowne read it through. Berowne reads the letter. Where did you get it? From Costard. Where did you get it? From Don Armado. Don Armado. Berowne tears the letter. What now? What has got into you? Why are you tearing it? A trifle, my liege, a trifle. Your grace need not fear it. It stirred him up, and therefore let us hear it. Dumaine picks up the pieces. It is Berowne's handwriting, and here is his name. Ah, you base blockhead, you were born to shame me. Guilty, my lord, guilty. I confess, I confess. What? That you 3 fools lacked me, the 4th fool, to complete the dish. He, and you, my liege, and I are thieves of love, and we deserve to die. Dismiss this audience, and I will tell you more. Now the number is even. True, true, wherefore? Will these turtle-doves be gone? Go, sirs, away. Let the honest folk step aside, and let the traitors stay. Costard and Jaquenetta exit. Sweet lords, sweet lovers, let us embrace. We are as true as flesh and blood can be. The sea will ebb and flow, heaven will show its face, and young blood will not obey an old decree. We cannot fight the reason we were born, therefore on every hand we must all be forsworn. What did those torn lines reveal? Some love of yours? Did they? You ask. Who sees the heavenly Rosaline and does not, like a rough wild man from Ind at the first opening of the splendid east, bow his servant head, struck blind, and kiss the low ground with an obedient breast? What commanding, eagle-sighted eye dares look upon the heaven of her brow, and is not blinded by her majesty? What zeal, what fury has inspired you now? My love, her mistress, is a gracious moon. Yours is only an attending star, scarcely seen as light. Then my eyes are no eyes, nor am I Berowne. Oh, without my love day would turn to night. All the chosen sovereignty of every complexion meets, as at a fair, in her fair cheek, where many several worthies make one single dignity, where nothing is lacking that lack itself could seek. Lend me the grand flourish of every gentle tongue, no, shame on painted rhetoric, she needs it not. A seller's praise belongs to things for sale. She passes praise, praise that falls short only stains her. A withered hermit, worn by 100 winters, might shake off 50 by looking in her eye. Beauty varnishes age there, as if age were newborn, and gives the crutch the infancy of the cradle. Oh, she's the sun that makes all things shine. By heaven, your love is black as ebony. Is ebony like her? Oh, divine word! A wife made of such wood would be happiness itself. Who can give me an oath? Where's a book? I will swear that beauty lacks beauty unless it learns from her eye how to look. No face is fair unless it is just as black. What a paradox! Black is the badge of hell, the color of dungeons and the school of night. Beauty's crest belongs properly to heaven. Devils tempt most quickly when they look like spirits of light. If my lady's brows are dressed in black, it is because they mourn that painted, usurping hair should steal doting hearts with a false appearance, and so she was born to make black beautiful. Her face turns the fashion of the age, for natural red blood is now counted paint, and therefore red, to avoid disgrace, paints itself black to imitate her brow. Chimney sweepers are black so they may look like her, and since her time coalmen are counted bright, and Ethiops boast of their sweet complexion. Darkness needs no candles now, for dark is light. Your mistresses would never dare come out in rain, for fear their colors would be washed away. It would be good if yours did, for, sir, to speak plainly, I could find a fairer face not washed today. I will prove her fair, or talk here until doomsday. Then no devil will frighten you so much as she. I never knew a man prize such poor stuff so dearly. Longaville shows his shoe. Look, here is your love. Compare my foot and her face. Oh, if the streets were paved with your eyes, her feet would be far too delicate to tread on them. Oh, vile! Then, as she walked, the street would see what lies upward over its head. But what of all this? Are we not all in love? Nothing is more certain, and therefore we are all forsworn. Then leave this chatter, and good Berowne, prove now that our loving is lawful and our faith is not broken. Yes, by Mary, there it is. Give us some flattering cure for this evil. Some authority for how to proceed, some tricks, some legal quibbles, some way to cheat the devil. Some salve for perjury. Oh, there is more than enough. Come on then, you soldiers of affection. Consider what you first swore to fast, to study, and to see no woman flat treason against the royal state of youth. Tell me, can you fast? Your stomachs are too young, and abstinence breeds sickness. We made a vow to study, lords, and in that vow we forswore our books. For when would you, my liege, or you, in dull contemplation, have discovered such fiery verses as the prompting eyes of beauty's teachers have enriched you with? Other slow arts keep the brain shut up entirely, and finding barren students, scarcely show any harvest from all their heavy labor. But love, first learned in a lady's eyes, does not live imprisoned in the brain alone. With the motion of all the elements it runs, as swift as thought, through every power, and gives each power a double power beyond its function and its office. It adds precious sight to the eye. A lover's eyes can stare an eagle blind. A lover's ear will hear the lowest sound when the suspicious head of theft itself is stopped. Love's touch is softer and more sensitive than the tender horns of curled snails. Love's tongue makes dainty Bacchus seem coarse in taste. For courage, is not love a Hercules, forever climbing trees in the Hesperides? It is subtle as Sphinx, sweet and musical as bright Apollo's lute strung with his hair. And when love speaks, the voice of all the gods makes heaven drowsy with harmony. No poet ever dared touch pen to paper until his ink was tempered with love's sighs. Then his lines could enchant savage ears and plant mild humility in tyrants. From women's eyes I draw this doctrine. They still sparkle with the true Promethean fire. They are the books, the arts, the academies, that show, contain, and nourish all the world. Without them, no one becomes excellent in anything. Then you are fools to swear off these women, or if you keep what you swore, you will prove fools. For wisdom's sake, a word all men love, or for love's sake, a word that loves all men, or for men's sake, the makers of these women, or for women's sake, by whom we men are men, let us once lose our oaths to find ourselves, or else we lose ourselves to keep our oaths. It is religion to be forsworn like this, for charity itself fulfills the law, and who can separate love from charity? St. Cupid then, soldiers to the field. Raise your standards, and upon them, lords. Pell-mell down with them. But first take care in the battle that you get the sun on your side. Now speak plainly. Put these glosses aside. Shall we resolve to woo these girls of France? And win them as well. So let us plan some entertainment for them in their tents. First, let us lead them there from the park. Then, when we go home, each man shall take the hand of his fair mistress. This afternoon we will comfort and delight them with some unusual pastime, whatever the short time allows us to prepare. For revels, dances, masks, and merry hours go before fair love, scattering flowers along her road. Away, away! We will waste no time that can be used in good season and fitted to our purpose. Allens! Allens! Whoever sows weeds reaps no corn, and justice always turns the scales evenly. Late women may become punishments for men who broke their vows. If that is so, our copper coin has bought no better treasure. They all leave.
And there we pause, with the Academy in happy ruins. The vow is dead, all four lords have confessed, and Berowne has talked them into believing that to forswear love was the real folly and to pursue it the only wisdom. Now they mean to win the French ladies in earnest with revels, dances, and masks, St. Cupid for their battle cry. But the ladies, as we shall see, are quicker and cooler than these love's a gallant's dream. Next time, in part 3, a Spaniard's pageant in the planning, 4 lords disguised as Russians, and a row of masked ladies ready to turn the whole wooing inside out. Mind the footnotes, and beware the folly.